Shalom. First, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. And we're going to get into this clip here with DJ T. You know, he's a liar and a deceiver, man. You know, and all you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans was jumping up and down on that stage like dogs and seals, man. You know, happy that this man got elected. You going to his rallies, talking about niggas for Trump, this, that, and the third. But the whole time, this man was a snake. You know? We keep telling you, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true biblical Israelites, that Esau Edom is the damn devil, man. You know, he's been a liar from the beginning, man. You know? Ever since he was that serpent in the garden, when he was that spirit, that same spirit that was in the garden with Eve, is in this devil, Esau Edom, so-called white man. And y'all love his dirty draws, man. You know, but we're gonna play this video.
I'm here because I'm personally tired of seeing this great country of ours being ripped off.
But as far as Trump is concerned, our allies are only part of the problem. The real culprit is Iran.
Why couldn't we go in and take over some of their oil, which is along the sea?
How would you do that? Would you send in the Marines? Would you take a chance in a war?
Let them have Iran. You take their oil. That's what
How?
How?
I mean, do we want a war? What do you mean we take their oil?
You go in. You're
How do we go in?
You're going to have a war by being weak.
Okay, how do we go in? What do we do?
Excuse me.
Yeah?
You're going to have a war. And it's going to start in the Middle East.
What if the Soviet Union said, you do this to Iran, we're going to come in?
I don't believe they'd do it. The next time Iran attacks this country, go in and grab one of their big oil installations. And I mean grab it and keep it. And get back your losses, because this country has lost plenty because of Iran.
And there it is. Like they say, the proof is in the pudding. Hey, you heard it from the devil's own mouth, man. That they've been planning this war with Iran for numerous years. But ultimately, the Most High has been planning it from the beginning. Before all this was created, before all this was even thought of, this was in the thoughts of Yahweh, the Most High, to have this war go out and play out. You know, and it's playing out right before our eyes. Because, hey man, this is World War III. You know, that's on the horizon. And all you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 2/3 of the nation Israel, you about to get drafted, man. And he's about to send y'all brown asses into this war. You know?
You have a new message from James Johnson Jr. Message. Drivers meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m.
And he think, you know, he's gonna send your ass off into this war. You know? And it's gonna be hell to pay for y'all, man. You know, I'm trying to think of something to say. You know, but this what the Esau does, man. He's a fucking dirtbag, a scumbag. He's a liar, and they've been planning this. The wicked elite, along with the Rothschilds, man. They've been planning this for a very long time, and he's the man to go with it, to go through with it, man. He's the man. So, like you heard him say, man, why can't we just take the oil? And he's going to do it. He's sending in Marines. He got 50,000 troops over there right now. He got like 5,000 Marines ready to go onto that Karg Island and take it over. You know? So let's get some precepts. This Micah 2:1, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it. So yeah, this is what these Edomites do, man. You know, they devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. You know, they sit up all night, you know, thinking about what can they do to, you know, take someone's land, resources, you know, how to murder, kill you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. What kind of new drug, what kind of vaccine they can put out, I mean, you know, what kind of poison they come up with, you know. And when they sit there and think about it, when the morning comes, they practice it, man. They put it into effect. They get the ball rolling on who land they gonna steal, man. Because it is in the power of the hand. Yes, the Most High, Yahweh Shemyan Shah, has given these devils the power to do this right now. It's their time to rule. So he's giving them the power to carry out the Most High's will, man. This is verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence. So yeah, like I said, man, he got the Marines getting lined up, ready to go in, because they coveting Iran's oil fields. They want their money, man. They want the money. They want the resources. See, they not going in there and talking about, oh, we want to go in there and rob the banks, get the fiat currency. No, they want the resources, man. They want oil, gold, things of that sort. Metals, gold, silver. They ain't going there and talking about, oh, we want the money. No, they want something that's gonna make the money, something that you can always trade, something that's, you know, that's real wealth, man. And that's that oil over there. And they take them away. Yeah. It said, and they cover fields and they take them by violence and houses and take them away. Yeah, they're gonna take your ass away. Just ask Maduro, man. You know, they wanted his oil. They went in there and took it, and then they came in there and took his ass away too, man. His ass up in a prison somewhere. Ain't nobody heard from him since, man. Him and his old lady, his wife. He said, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Yeah, they're gonna oppress everything, man. They're gonna oppress your heritage, and guess what? He's gonna steal it and say, you know, he's the people after so many years. You know, like once we got ran out of Israel, you know, they came back in our stead, talking about now they the Israelites, man. They the real J's, you know. So like the scriptures say, man, you know, he's you know, he loves to oppress, man. Let me say, it says he's a merchant. He loves to oppress, man. You know, he has no better thrill than to oppress you, taking your land, taking your heritage, your identity. You know, this is what this man does, man. You know, he's the ultimate nigger, man. He's the ultimate nigger on the planet. You know, he don't want to leave nothing for nobody else, man. He don't want you to have anything. Along with them so-called tiny hats too, man. That's where it all stems from. You know, the tribe of Amalek, along with the Edomites, but they are both Edomites. But the hat tribe, those are the most diabolical Edomites it is, man. You know. And Esau Edom, the regular old six-pack Edomite, you know, the elite, well, the top elite are, you know, the small hats, but the lower class, you know, the flunkies are the Edomites, man. You know, your Joe six-pack, red flag, you know, American flag wearing cocksucker, man. You know, they're their minions, they're managers, man. They manage the NWO. You know, they're the ones in the military serving, the colonels, the generals, carrying out the plans of the wicked elite, the small hats. You know, carrying out their plans. And so now the latest is say, hey man, this man's so proud. Esau Edom, this so-called white man, so proud. He said after they done with Iran, they're gonna go into Cuba next. Hey, this man, hey, he's covenant filled. You can't tell me that these scriptures don't fit this man. You can't say, oh, that's not talking about him. That could be anybody. The Eads, or done away with is all lies, man. This man is right here in the flesh, you know, stealing, killing, robbing, and lying as usual, man. Ain't nothing changed, man. And he ain't gonna never stop, man. He's the true no limit nigga. But he's eventually gonna stop after his 1,000 years of slavery is up, man. You know, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it out with that before I get out of here, man. Give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Shalom.